Welcome into the Players Table, brought to you by Hooters, the original wing joint since 1983. Casey Phillips here with my co-host, Will Gholston, and today our very special guest, Luke Goedeke. Luke, thanks for being with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
And a victory Monday. Thank goodness. We got a good one to talk about here. I love the timing of the two of you. First of all, the most important part of the game, obviously, is that there was a big man touchdown. And I was like,
true.
I really enjoyed that I was going to have you on the show to get a chance to talk about the pride and joy that is Tristan Wirfs' touchdown.
Yeah.
Tell me what it was like to watch that happen in the moment.
I mean, phenomenal. Tristan, a phenomenal dude all around, and just see him get a touchdown. I mean, anytime you get an old lineman score, I mean, we're in the trenches all the time. I mean, not that we're looking to be glorified and talked about, but for Tristan to catch that touchdown pass was pretty incredible moment. Yeah. For the entire O-line.
Yeah, that's true. It's like a collective win for all of you guys.
And the offense as a whole, yeah. Just now Tristan has a game ball that he caught a touchdown pass. Doesn't happen too often in the NFL.
No.
I have a question for you, though, because you played tight end and D-line in high school.
Yeah.
Would you be able to catch that pass?
I'm hoping we switch it and we give the right tackle opportunity.
Yeah. That was my thought, too. I'm like, I bet Luke was really happy for Tristan and also a teensy bit jealous.
I will be honest, I was a teensy bit jealous. More so from the fact that we had a play in years prior that was a pass to me that never got called.
Oh,
yeah, I remember.
Like multiple weeks in a row. Like
that you had practiced it, you were ready.
Probably 10 weeks in a row. Practice it. Baker would zip the ball to me, try and make me miss the ball.
Just never got called.
Yeah, just never got called.
I remember that in the indoor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was wondering, why do you keep doing this every week?
Every week?
Never call it. I've been wondering that thing till this day, Will.
They thought you could do it in practice. They weren't so sure. I don't know. How were your hands? How many of them did you catch?
I didn't drop a single one.
Wow. Will can attest to this.
He caught all of them.
I'm glad there's a witness because I'm not sure if I'd believe you, but we have a witness.
I actually have decent hands.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like you said, you played tight end.
I played tight end, yeah.
Tell me what it was like leading up to it, knowing y'all obviously practiced it, put it into place.
Yeah.
What was it like watching in practice and then waiting for it, and then when it got called in the game? Like, what was everyone's kind of reaction to that?
Yeah, you go about and practicing, and I didn't know if we were ever going to call it. I thought, okay, we're putting this in, and maybe it's going to be kind of like mine. And then
Never
one
happened.
of the first or second opportunities we get, they go off and call it. I'm like, well, here we go. Tristan's about to get a touchdown. So, but yeah, at least myself, I wasn't really expecting it to get called, but when it did, I was like, all right, here we go. This will be exciting.
You knew it was a touchdown for sure, though, right?
Yeah, as long as Tristan didn't drop it. And he has decent hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad athlete.
No, not a bad athlete by any means, yeah.
Did you block hard? All right, I know I gotta make sure I get my assignment because my guy's about to get the ball.
100%. I knew.
You don't want to be the guy that ruins it. Yeah.
I had Calais Campbell at 3-tech. I knew he was going to loop right out, I was like, all right, I'll just hold you here.
Yeah.
Which talk about people who've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
I can't. Every time that I'm like, he's still not only doing it, but doing it.
Yeah.
He's
still good. He's still a good player. Yeah.
Still strong.
Yeah. He presents challenges, gap scheme. He's just so good at getting into you and then push-pulling you or swimming over. Yeah.
I used to watch him man.
You and him are almost very similar build.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope that's a good thing.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it is a good thing.
He just might have an inch or two on you.
Inch or two? I think he's 6'8", 6'9".
He's 6'8", and he's got some
alien
length arms.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. So also, we're talking to Luke Goedeke and Will Gholston. I also thought on that touchdown, to me, the most important and the most impressive part of the whole thing was that Graham was able to lift Tristan after the play. That, to me, is the most impressive part.
Don't give him too much credit there.
Tell me why not.
Tristan's jumping up, and there's a split second where Graham's arms are on him. Graham's arms
this is more of a jump out of the pool situation than a lift this man.
Yeah, Graham's arms are caressing his obliques as he's jumping.
You know, when y'all huddled up, I thought y'all was going to do the little thing, the kick like that.
Yeah, the little kick line?
Yeah, why
we didn't. we didn't really have a celebration plan.
That shows how much you didn't expect this to get called, I feel like. Because y'all seem like the group that, like, if you thought there was a chance that you guys would have something prepared and equipped.
When I had mine, I had a whole thing prepared.
Please explain it.
Yeah, do we get to hear what this is? I would love to know what you do. Maybe this alone will convince Grizzard to call it if we hear how good the celebration would be.
Well, the running back from the Panthers kind of ruined that. I was going to do the little Key and Peele skit.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
And Tristan was going to play the ref, and I was going to do the third little pump. And he was going to go down there and look and act like he was throwing the flag.
You would have never got the ball again.
Yeah. No, you know what? That would have been fun.
Maybe this is what happened. They heard this was the plan, and they're like, never mind.
But yeah, we had it all planned out that year, yeah.
And y'all didn't have a plan for Tristan? It wasn't that we just like forgot it in the moment or got too excited?
No. I think Tristan, I thought he did have a celebration picked up, but he did take a shot in the oblique during the game. So I don't know if it was in the moment he was like, oh, no, I'm not gonna do it. I will say it would have drawn a penalty as well.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's one of those times where you're just like, as an O lineman scoring, you're like, yeah. I don't care.
You gotta bite the bullet there.
Yeah, full send.
You can't fault a guy for that.
That's incredible. So Will, tell me what were just some of your big takeaways of the game, watching it now, and seeing the guys out there and what they were able to pull off in this kind of gritty win.
It was cool to see Bucky get his touchdown coming in. Like the way you guys are moving on the offensive line. Like the way the defense is moving with all those takeaways, punching the ball out, getting the ball. And I wanted to say this because these are my guys too. I think Dean almost had an interception, and then Servassier punched it out, and then Antoine caught it. And I was like, man, these guys are humming for the ball. So overall, I liked how it is. I think like every week you come in, you got to sharpen the blade, and this is a great stepping stool. Breaking the streak of losing, coming in, needed the win, and this week is important, like every week.
Yeah. Luke, how did you feel about offense overall, offensive line play, kind of big picture of the game?
Offensive line, I thought we could have definitely been cleaner and some protections. Run game, there was some. I mean, they present challenges because they run a lot of different exotic pressures to try and stop the run game, which is kind of if they make the play, they make the play. But if they don't, it can often be a big hit. They did a good job at game planning into kind of our runs and stuff like that. With that being said, I mean, the offense did a decent job. I thought we definitely left some meat on the bone. I mean, defense really held their own. There was definitely some 3-and-outs that I think I would have liked to see longer sustained drives and more points on the board. But, I mean, it's hard to win in the NFL, so a win is a win, and happy to get the win with the guys, so no complaints. But, yeah, I mean, hats off to the defense. I thought they played their tails off, like Will said, with the takeaways and everything like that. Just some minute things on offense I think we can clean up, as well as penalties, just not shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, I mean, after losing a few in a row and a tough one this last week, both in terms of the game and then a tough trip itself, and, I think it would be kind of easy to go one of two different directions of either kind of letting it snowball or making the decision to put a stop to it and turn things around. What did it feel like throughout the week of how you guys were approaching it, the mentality and just the reaction and response to a tough stretch there?
I think, I mean, like you said, yeah, we got handed to us in LA and came back on a long travel day. I think everyone was just focused. I mean, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. From week to week, the one loss doesn't determine your season. So, really going into this next week, like really having laser focus on what we need to do, what the game plan is, and execute, and everyone does their job. I mean, we have a great group of guys. I think week in and week out, I think everyone understands like you have to do your job. You have to watch film, and you have to take pride in your job. So I'm just very fortunate to be able to play with such a great group of guys like that who are very serious about their job and stuff like that. Like, yeah, there's times to joke around, but when we're out there on the practice field, everyone's locked in and stuff. So it's great to have that.
And I'm sure having Baker back was a huge part of it when that wasn't a certain thing going into it. There's what he brings just on the field in his play and then just his mentality. So what did it feel like for you guys offensively and on the offensive line, knowing that he was going to fight to go out there?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, Baker, he's got the dog in him for sure, the fight. I mean, he'll die on his sword out there for us, or on his shield for us out there. But, yeah, throughout the week, I think we were all unsure. We asked each other, if Baker's going to play this week? Is he going to play this week? So when we knew he was going to play eventually, it was like big sigh of relief. I mean, he's a generational talent. I mean, he really helps our offense go. He's kind of a heartbeat of our offense and stuff. So to have him out there, it gives you a sigh of relief. Just a lot more comfortable with him out there as well.
I mean, he's been getting it done with his legs, too. I mean, and he's had to have certain weeks based on his health where he either has to dial that back or not, which I did think was really funny watching him have to make some decisions he might not normally in terms of sliding. And it seemed like it was sort of almost irritating him. And he sort of even laughed at himself on one play of his slide in quotes.
Yeah. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Good. But the last scramble, I remember blocking the guy and turning around and saw him took off, and I was just, please don't get hit.
Yeah.
Please don't land on your shoulder.
You and
either.
Every other person watching.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh.
Basically, everyone but Baker was having that thought.
Yeah, pretty much. Thankfully, he got hit and he landed on his right shoulder, so all was well in the world.
Yeah, just the throwing shoulder. It's fine.
Yeah.
We don't need that one. This man is so tough. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And Will, when you watch Baker, when you were here with him, what kind of a challenge does he present for defenses? And especially the fact that we've seen him on particularly third down. His third down conversion rate with his legs is the highest percentage of any quarterback in the NFL, and what he's been able to do. How much does that present a challenge to the defense when he can do that?
I think it's huge because he scrambles left and right? Mm-hmm. And I think the reason why his legs are so prominent is because he can throw the ball on the run on the left side and the right side. Mm-hmm. Usually a quarterback can only throw one-sided. He can throw it across his body, across the field, 60 yards down the field. So, all right, is he running? Do I wait? Do I stay in my coverage? Or what do you say to the defensive backs or linebackers? You tell them to plaster. So you plaster on your man, and once he sees you stuck, he takes off. So I think it's great. I think he's like he said, generational talent. And it's fun to watch. I'm glad I'm on this side of it watching it. It's kind of cool to see.
Yeah, I love it.
It's fun to play with as well.
Oh, 100%. He just raises the fun level at all times.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, we're going to take a break here on the Players Table, brought to you by Hooters, the original wing joint since 1983. We got Luke Goedeke and Will Gholston here with us. This is Buccaneers Radio. Welcome back into the Players Table, brought to you by Hooters, the original wing joint since 1983. We got Will Gholston and Luke Goedeke here with us. A couple more things on the game I wanted to get to. We briefly touched on how great it was to have Bucky come back. I feel like that was such a boost to the offense, to the team. Fans loved it. So excited to see. What was it like to watch him, get ramped up in practice and then come back in the game, and the boost that gives for you guys, who I know also just linemen love the run game and love when you guys were able to make progress on that.
Yeah, it was great to see him get back out there and get some touches and get his first touchdown of the year. I mean, that was a phenomenal feeling. I'm very happy for him. I mean, Bucky comes in and day out and works his tail off. So for him to get back out there, that was huge for us, huge for the offense as a whole. Like you said, he's phenomenal. He's a phenomenal running back, and I mean, what he does with the ball, I mean, you never know if he's going to get a 6-yard gain or he's going to pull off what should be a TFL pull off to be a touchdown. So it's pretty fun blocking for him.
And what was your role on his touchdown? Because I think you played a pretty key part in it, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, but it was more Bucky more so than me. But
that's an O lineman right there.
I was just blocking my linebacker and took him out so Bucky could score.
That hole was you could drive a car through.
I was say you created.
I wouldn't say it's all me. We got wide receivers blocking out there. We got O linemen blocking out there.
Listen to this.
What a teammate.
I know. I will say hats off to our wide receivers. I mean, I've seen a lot of them doing some phenomenal jobs blocking this year. Tiny Tez Johnson. I mean, 140 pounds. He's blocking, yes.
I'm sure he loves that nickname. That must be his favorite.
Tiny Tez?
Tiny Tez.
I like that. And it's Christmas time coming up, too.
Yeah.
Tiny Tez. I like that.
Yeah. You brought up the wide receivers blocking, and that's something I think that, we've all missed Chris Godwin from just a wide receiver standpoint of his production. But, man, his blocking, I'm sure that's also something that you guys have really missed. And just how big is that part that we don't even as fans always recognize that dirty work that you would miss when he's not out there too?
Yeah, totally unrecognizable. Most people don't even – that's the last thing they think about is a wide receiver blocking downfield for the run. But, yeah, Chris, phenomenal player. Him blocking the run game as well as his production catching the ball and run after the catch. It was definitely missed, so it's great to have him back. But yeah, all of our whole wide receiver core as a whole, they all do a great job blocking in the run game down the field. I love to see that. Love to see that they take pride in it. If I see it on film and stuff, I usually like to just compliment them on it. It's great to see as a offensive lineman to see them take pride in every aspect of the game.
Yeah, and having him back, Will, just tell me, watching Chris and the way he's fought through so many injuries and then the way that he was still able to come out. And, I felt like yesterday it looked like Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No steps lost.
To be able to have a receiver where you can spread the production out, so you got Mbeka, TSM, spread the production out, it makes it more complicated for a defense. And then when you get Chris playing like Chris, it makes it even harder. You say blocking down the field, throwing DBs into other DBs, getting big runs, getting big play catches, and extending the field. I think, like I say, sharpening the blade earlier, keep sharpening that blade, and as we build on going down the season, we'll be able to make a pretty good run with the production being spread all the way across the field.
Yeah, and what do you see from a pressure standpoint on the defense of what they were able to bring? We saw Yaya and Vita get sacks, and just what they're looking like from a pressure standpoint of not only that front group, but we also know, Bowles loves to send anybody, everybody, the hot dog guy, whoever's available for pass rush.
No doubt. So in that aspect, they took advantage of some of those double teams that's happening in the middle. So you double in the middle, so it gives you more leeway to send that pressure on the edge and get some more one-on-one blocks and then executing and winning that one-on-one. So then when you kick out to try to stop that pressure, you get the pressure up the middle. So to have that versatility on the defense is what you need. You make an offense one-dimensional. You know what they're going to do. You know their blocking scheme, if they're going to slide away from this center or passing stream. It's easier to attack when you win your one-on-ones. And, as you see yesterday, a lot of one-on-ones was being won.
Yeah. And how about those turnovers? In general, we've heard – Bowles has been harping on this since last year, that all offseason it was we have got to increase the turnovers. What did you see from the turnovers this game? And then just overall, why we're at the point now where producing, whether it be forced fumbles or interceptions or just finding ways to create so many more turnovers than the defense did last year?
You can see and feel, my opinion, I'm not at the practice, but you can see and feel the intent behind it. So if the intent is the ball, you see the guys attacking the ball, whether, like you say, via punching it out. Heck, like I said, on Dean's interception, Servassier was going to get a PBU. Dean's going to get the ball. Antoine's rushing to the ball. So if you have 11 ball hawks on the field, 11 guys running to the ball, 11 guys pursuing the ball, it's bound to come out. Mm-hmm. And as long as everybody coming, you can make those plays, and it's advantageous for the defense. And it's Coach Bowles, man. Since I've known him, he's been the ball is the most important thing. You get the ball, give it to the offense.
Yeah.
And we go.
And we go. We're talking to Will Gholston and Luke Goedeke here. So I wanted to get into a little bit of who Luke is and a little bit of y'all's relationship as well. So first, I love this. I told Luke Will was my co-host this year and would be joining us on the show. And the first thing he said was, good, because that man owes me a jersey. Dude. Then I told Will, all right, we have Luke for the show on Monday. And he goes, oh, good, because I owe him a jersey.
Yes.
Now,
I'm glad we've been on the same page.
Yeah, it was literally the first thing. So tell me, first of all, why do you owe him a jersey? And B, where is this jersey that you said you were going to bring this morning? Of what a convenient time it would be to do this jersey exchange.
First, I take full accountability that the jersey is not in the room right now. Full accountability. But the reason why I owe this strapping young man a jersey is he gave me one of his jerseys and he wrote a really heartfelt message to me on there. And just watching Luke come into the league, as a rookie, seeing where he started, because he started at guard.
Yeah, struggled. There was long days against you, Will.
But I was talking about this earlier. Watching how you took you held yourself accountable on getting better.
Mm-hmm.
You got better. You got stronger. Got into the playbook. You started becoming more violent as an offensive lineman, or a lineman in general is
Mm-hmm.
the key. And watching you build and build and build to being the player that you are, getting your extension this year. Congratulations on that,
Appreciate
too.
it, man.
It's phenomenal. I remember, like we said, like the deer in the headlights at first. The last time I ever saw you not be violent was preseason warm-up against the Cowboys. That was the last time I seen you not be violent. I'm not going to bring up the play. But
Wait. That wasn't preseason.
that was in the regular season?
my very first game of the year?
No. It was the warm-ups, the 101s.
That was very first game of the year, yeah. When
It
you
was?
put me on my butt.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
No, that memory is a core memory of mine.
But that was the last time I seen you not be violent.
My very first start in the National Football League, we have one-on-ones. In
warm-ups.
In warm-ups. Okay. I didn't know how we were coming off, but regardless, I don't think it would have mattered. Will comes off with a long arm and puts me right in the turf.
He had double hand punched me before this happened. This wasn't just
Just felt like Big
Yeah, I didn't
Brothering
say,
him.
"Ah,
Like,
you
Will, you on game day, you get a little.
I do get a little antsy.
You get a little antsy.
Yeah.
You can't say a double hand punched you.
You hit me with two hands. I don't like being touched.
yeah,
You know?
Wait, you chose an interesting profession then.
No,
It chose
Either
me.
the perfect one or the worst one. I don't know which one. That's hilarious.
It
So
de-
he
it
put
def-
you in the turf before game. We're not talking training camp. We're not like game day.
He did
Yeah.
something for
He
me
came
to do
out that hard in
no,
warm up.
Will, I promise you, I did not do anything. But
You had to.
no, that's how you were in warm up.
He's also
which
probably
is okay.
Michael Jordaning it, where he's like inventing things in his head for like the reason to like go hard. He seems like the guy that would do this. Of like, he said something
the
about
first thing we do with you guys is one-on-one, so I couldn't have done anything else to you. Like we're never together before one-on-one.
Will's now questioning everything he's ever thought.
I had a whole reasoning behind it and everything.
So
yeah,
tell
probably get me fired up.
But you do this to other people now, don't you? You go hard no matter what, right?
yeah, usually.
worked.
No, I wasn't looking down on you. I mean, I was
He-
no fault to you, but it was a core memory of mine on Monday Night Football. Not Monday or Sunday Night Football. It's 9/11 at Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah,
It was September 11th?
Yeah,
Oh,
September
that's my
11th.
son's birthday. I probably was upset.
Yeah.
he had to find a reason.
Yeah, I had to find a reason
That was the
deep down.
biggest reach I've ever heard, but we'll give it to you. That was as long as your reach.
I remember getting up and looking at our O-line coach at that time, and he just shakes his head at me. I'm like, oh, great.
Great. What a great start.
Yeah.
I feel really great about this.
No.
So was this representative of, you said there were some long days going against him in practice as a
Yeah.
guard in those early days. Tell me what you remember about facing each other and how he may or may not have helped your transition to the NFL going against him.
He just has such long arms and good power. I tried to touch him, and I can't touch him.
And when he did,
his long
get me,
arms
he
so
got-
long.
See, like he said, he couldn't even touch you, so obviously.
When he got his hands on me, they was on me.
Yeah.
They were there. It was no.
There was no going
Yeah.
away from that.
There was definitely a learning curve from switching to the left side and playing guard versus being at tackle. But yeah, I mean, Will. Like I said, there was long days going against Will. I struggled. I struggled at left guard in the beginning. I mean, I really didn't hack it until like probably last like maybe quarter of the season.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was given a look for those guys, and then ended up starting against the Cowboys and did solid that game again in the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, Will help me along this journey. I mean, just by putting me in the dirt multiple days, coming with the intensity day in and day out. That's another thing. I mean, what were you on? My rookie year, what were you, year 10, 11 at that point?
I don't even know. All of
So,
it was melted together.
so him just coming with that intensity every day, I was like, dang, this guy's year 10, 11, and this is how he's coming every day. I was like, I hope to be that one day, and just strive to be the best I can. I mean, those little adversity I hit and stuff definitely helped me get better in the long run.
I like that. And now, I mean, that feels so, to me at least, so far in the rearview mirror of like, now everyone, I mean, when you got hurt this year, it's like devastation for the team and the offense and the fans and everything, because like now you are such a just pillar of the line, the offense. Is it kind of wild to think back to those early days and the struggles and the position changes? Because now it just feels like that was so long ago.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's part of shaping me who I am today. I mean, it just gives me battle tested for future adversity I may face and stuff like that. But yeah, it does feel like it was so long ago. Just looking back on it, it's like that was 4 years ago already. Time in NFL flies.
Yeah. Now you feel like, I'm sure the confidence level, the consistency.
100%. Yeah, it's night and day difference.
That's so great. We're talking to Luke Goedeke and Will Gholston. So tell me, Luke, what is the most annoying thing a defensive lineman can do? And imagine there's not one sitting on the couch a foot away from you.
When we're in spiders or just jerseys and they push pull with jerseys, or like just grab your jersey and sling you to the ground like we don't have pads on in a game or something. By far the most annoying thing.
Yeah, Will? Rebuttal? And I'm sure you never did this, Will. Never.
Never. Literally never. If we have on spiders, I have a rule. As long as you don't hit me hard, I won't hit you hard.
I
said
love
it all
this.
the time.
Will just constantly makes it sound like he's never started anything.
Yeah,
like
the thing was, the thing is, playing with him, he would think the same thing too. in practice or something.
I didn't think I was going hard.
It would be like, oh yeah, tempo's slowed down, and he'd start going hard, and I'd be like, all right, well, I guess we're going.
Guess we're doing
That's
this.
What I'm saying. Yeah, we going slow. It's like a little dance. We catching the groove. And all of a sudden,
there was no groove.
I catch a hand to the chest.
Yeah, you think you catch a hand that's
you don't
like
know
so
your
hard.
You don't know your strength.
That's true.
It's a love tap.
I mean, his Twitter handle is Luke the Lifter, so we do know.
Oh, don't get me started.
I tried to lift with him once.
Yeah?
Never did it again.
Never did it again.
Heck, you know.
What was so impressive about him in the weight room? Tell me, what is he like? Because I imagine the way that like you're sort of seeing Red pregame and the way you're doing stuff is him in the locker room or in the weight room of what he's like.
Can y'all just zoom in on him? just zoom in. This is what he's like.
He's just grinning, just happy.
See it. Look, you see now, relax. You see these traps? Yeah.
Just
Get
built
out
for
of
it.
here. No.
I thought about you the other day actually because I've heard that you have complained that we don't have heavier dumbbells in the weight room.
Yeah.
Which, first of all, we have 150-pound dumbbells.
He's not lifting those consistently.
And look, this, I saw a workout video that everyone's always talking about the Aaron Donald workout and what he lifts, and he was over there repping out these 160 dumbbells. I feel like this sounds like a thing that you also could do, that everyone hypes up what Aaron does when he works out. Is this a fair statement that you could probably hang in that area?
Yeah, I mean, I'm confident I could hang. I mean, yeah, that's been a nook in my craw for a while. For years now, we need to get heavier dumbbells here.
I love it.
That is not a lie. I remember him saying, I'm looking at him like.
You're like, no, that's good. We're good. These are sufficiently heavy.
But I can't say he's not just a workout. Some guys are like weight room strong, and there's other guys strong on the field. They both transition both ways. Him and Tristan would be at that squat rack at the end of the weight room, the very last one, doing stuff. I'm like, bro, this is off-season stuff you're doing. I'm on my in-season mode. I'm not ever lifting what you got. One time I tried. I was like, no.
That was it. You quit. Never again. I was like, is this what retired you? You were just like, nope. These young bucks these days coming in lifting too much. You're like, no, thank you.
I like how the weight room is like separated like by racks. Like each position group has their own like rack. Like I will not squat at any other rack besides the furthest one to the right. Yeah.
And is this like a superstition or is there something
I don't know.
unique?
I think it might be a superstition. It's like that's just home for me. Like if Corey, our strength coach, if he sets up the rack to the left of it, I'll be like, nope, we gotta set up the one to the right.
It's funny because we're like some of staff are allowed to work out in the weight room sometimes like after hours and stuff. And I remember going in there one day and I was going to do like a leg press machine. I just don't think people understand what a NFL locker or like weight room looks like and is built like. Yeah. There were 100-pound plaats on it.
Yeah, those are just
and
like
I was just
starters.
like, well, I'm just not doing this today because I can't get that off.
100-pound leg press?
No way. No, hundreds on both sides. Hundreds.
Yeah, that's like
plural.
100.
Hundreds plural on each. I can't even take one of those off. What am I supposed to do?
That's when you know you got to lift
I
it
just
if
was
you
like,
can't
well,
take
I'm
it
not
off.
doing this anymore. This is not my thing. All right, we're going to take another break here on the Players Table, brought to you by Hooters, the original wing joint since 1983. We got Will Gholston and Luke Goedeke. This is Buccaneers Radio. Welcome back into the Players Table, brought to you by Hooters, the original wing joint since 1983. We got Will Gholston and Luke Goedeke here with us. So right before the break, we were talking about your love of lifting and football. Like, you're just a guy that, like, this is your thing. Like, football, like, you are all about this. So I imagine that it was very challenging for you to miss this much time this year. What were kind of the biggest challenges of it? Just the emotions of finding out you're hurt and how much time you were going to have to miss, and handling all of the rehab and stuff where you tend to be a little separate from the guys, which, I mean, O-line, y'all are known for traveling in packs.
Yeah, 100%. We're pack group. But yeah, I I got injured, and yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's part of the game. But yeah, very demoralizing. Figure out how much time you're gonna miss, and that really hurts. I mean, not being able to help the team, not being able to be out there with the guys. But with that being said, going in and attacking rehab day in and day out and trying to meet kind of that timetable and not like have it prolonged by any means is a big thing as well. But a lot of people, like, they don't realize, like, you see players in the NFL like who tear up after they cry or after they get injured, and they don't realize, like, they're not tearing up because of the pain. It's more so because they know the time that they're going to miss.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. I mean, yeah, you're coming in to the facility, but you're not out there with the guys. You're not out there practicing. So yeah, it can definitely take a mental strain on you. But I mean, throughout it, you just kind of, I've had injuries before. I mean, I tore my meniscus in college. It's just coming in every day and attacking it. But I mean, with that being said, when the timetable, like, you get a setback, I mean, that's one of the most heartbreaking things. Like, you're just pushing it to try and get back, and then there's a setback. Not fun at all. But I mean, thankful to be back, thankful to be on the track to getting healthier week by week. And unfortunately, just a little adversity, a little bump in the road.
And then, of course, I mean, you were not the only one on the O-line.
Yeah.
This was a wild season for your group. For you, when you were out, what was it like watching all the other guys that were injured and all the moving around and just how many different combinations of guys, and just what impressed you most about the way the coaches handled it, the players handled it, and watching and how much harder maybe that even made it to be out, knowing what all else they were going through? Yeah.
I mean, just the resiliency of the guys, be able to move around like that. I mean, Graham to bump out to left tackle and block Daniil Hunter, I mean, that's no easy task even for a seasoned left tackle. And then Ben bumping at center, I mean, filling in at guards, Charlie filling in at right tackle when I missed time. Yeah, I mean, just hats off to the coaching staff, hats off to the guys being out there. I mean, yeah, it was tough to watch. I mean, watching guys in pain, just not being in their usual positions, knowing they're playing through other little injuries they're battling, just so we can have an offensive line unit out there. I mean, it was hard to watch at times, but I mean, I love every one of those guys. I mean, they're all battle tested. I trust them all completely. So I mean, for them to go in there and I mean, heck, we're 6-2, I think, going into the bye or something like that. I mean, that's hats off to the players and the coaching staff for putting us in the right position.
Yeah, what was most impressive specifically about, like, Graham at left tackle, Ben at center? The two of the hardest spots on the offensive line, and with zero prep, basically just like, yep, you're doing that now. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, Ben, he's smart enough and he's like, I think he's played center a few times, so he has a little bit of practice there, but obviously different offense. But he's definitely smart enough and kind of has that center intuition to him. So, like, I mean, but playing with him as center and Graham at center was kind of very similar, to be honest. But for Graham to kick out the left tackle, like, that's, like, unheard of.
That's like night and day different.
Yeah, completely different. You're playing in so much more space than you are at center. I mean, you're going against the best athletes every team has to offer usually. And, like I said, blocking Danielle Hunter, one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. Will Anderson. That's no easy task.
Some tough draws.
Yeah, I thought he definitely held his own.
We're talking to Will Gholston and Luke Goedeke. Will, for you watching our offensive line this year, what has that been like to know from a defensive lineman standpoint, watching what they've had to do, how impressive it is? And then also, of course, the guy who would be next to Luke, losing Cody for the whole year, of how important that was and the kind of player he is to go against and to face.
The hardest thing to do as a defensive lineman is to go up against the offensive line that's been working well together, that knows each other like the back of the hand. And earlier in the season when everybody was down, I liked the way that we were working together, having new pieces, changing in and out every week. So that's an attest to their group, their room, just being able to know where the guy's going to be, have that faith and trust in them. And then you see once they started to gel more and more each week, we started getting more production. Ball started going 40 yards on the run, blocking, getting more time. So to see all of those guys be able to be interchangeable, number one, like you said, it's a hard feat, especially like playing left tackle, going against exotic blitzes, having to know like you learned this one position throughout camp, and now you play in another position. I'm getting the blitz. I got to help this guy chip, bump, all of those other things. It's crazy. It's really amazing to see somebody, like a group, do so well in an extremely bad position.
Yeah. And for you, Luke, what were the ways that you tried to, as you came back and now it has to be next to not Cody, who you have a lot more experience with, what were the ways that you tried to build that chemistry as quickly as possible, and how you feel like it's going, of the familiarity with who's playing, to your left, on how you guys are communicating and talking?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, the most important thing is just getting out there and practice and being next to the guy, and just developing that same form of communication, whatever it may be, just so you're on the same page. And then just hitting blocks together, just realizing how they fit up blocks, and then adjusting wherever you may see fit. Obviously everyone blocks different. I have Dan next to me now, and he's a great guard. Fortunately we lost Cody, but they both hit blocks differently. So there's definitely a learning curve, but I would say the biggest thing is just getting out there and actually hitting blocks together, as monotonous as that may seem. It's just, I would say, the most critical thing. There's times where I'll ask to hit the same block 3 or 4 times in a row, just so we can get our timing down, our footwork down and stuff, just so we can continue to build that chemistry.
And, before the season started, when they made an announcement that smelling salts would no longer be provided, I was concerned about you. I was worried about you, man.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you handling? What was the reaction to that news? Because I feel like you should be doing an endorsement for them, because as we've all seen on these mic'd up clips, you can hit a smelling salt with the best of them. You and Baker out there just getting it.
Yeah, unfortunately, they stopped allowing the NFL to supply them, so we had to go off and find our own suppliers and distributors.
So what's the feeling you get?
Have you never tried it, Will?
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Oh, okay, because you didn't like it.
No, I think I did.
I think you're already at smelling salt level without it. I think that's part of it.
maybe it was too strong. There's a happy medium. You have to hit it just right.
So he might have done it too much. So what is it? You just feel like you're ready to kill someone out there?
Yeah, totally woken up, totally alert. I don't know I will say if you get too strong of a hit, it's
my eyes is watering.
Yeah, that's no not good. No, a little water, a little tear up is okay. Clear the tear ducts out, but you don't want to be coughing and feeling like you're going to throw up. I've had that before.
Look at Will's face.
I didn't even know you could get you to that point.
Yeah,
I just thought the tears was what's going on?
My buddy actually, we were at his bachelor party, and he brought some smelling salts, and they were quote unquote the world's strongest smelling salts. I have never smelled a smelling salt quite this strong. I was like, get that away from me. I am never smelling that again.
Yeah.
It was by far the strongest thing I've ever smelled. I'm talking put me down for a few minutes. Yeah, I definitely killed some brain cells. Whatever few I have left, there is now less of them due to those smelling salts.
You know, when you came back, I was wondering. So, you're known for being a wee bit intense on the field, a little bit of trash talk, a little bit of like seeing red. That you just Luke off the field, you're delightful. You know, you're like this big old teddy bear walking around. On the field, switch flips. Was there pent up of this when you had been injured? Like, did you come out firing, or like were you a little more mellow? Like, where are we at on the level of Luke crazy on the field?
Continue to build up the craziness. I would say the first game it was like, okay, I have to build up the confidence in this foot a little bit, and then
So we had other things to think about.
Yeah, I mean, definitely was seeing red. Don't get me wrong, but I had to be like conscious at the same time. Like, the last thing I want to do is like blow this thing out, and then I'm out for 6 more weeks, and that does the team no good. But yeah, I mean, as the weeks go on, seeing red definitely gets pent up more and more. But with that being said, every game day, it's like I had the smelling salts, and it's
the smile you have on your face right now as you explain the crazy is insane.
Yeah,
His favorite thing. Look at him; he's so happy.
The smelling salts, like I put a little thing out on Instagram and had some companies reach out, and they just sent me some smelling salts to try out. So I mean,
let me have some. I'm gonna try some when I go golfing.
You gonna do it before our show?
Yeah. Oh,
next time you're here, I don't have any in my locker.
I your jersey. What do you mean?
That's
true.
True. We got to make this happen. Are we doing a jersey smelling salt swap? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I can give you some smelling salts.
All right.
Or is that what you're going to give as a Christmas present to everybody?
Smelling salts.
That's a great idea.
That is a good idea, actually.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Casey. That's a phenomenal idea.
Happy to help here for Christmas. Do you guys do a like Secret Santa white elephant thing or something
at the
O
Yeah,
line?
we do white elephant, and then we do like a gay gift.
Those are separate things? I view those as the same. Wait, so white elephant.
White elephant is like a big gift, like a nice gift. And then we'll do Secret Santa, like a gay gift.
That's great.
Yeah. There's been some good ones.
That's the one thing I'm going to miss. It's nothing like a good NFL
Christmas.
Secret Santa. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys do it more than we do. Like, your white elephant gifts, they're pretty extravagant.
Yeah, and I'm going to miss out this year. Unless you guys, which one is it?
Yeah,
unless you
invite you back. Vito invites you back.
You could be Santa. Just dress up as Santa. Come here and
I could dress up as Santa Claus.
There you go.
You guys give me a gift.
Yep, you're the elf that's passing out the gifts to everybody.
Yes.
What's maybe your favorite thing that's either been given or received in the O-line room in your time there of these gifts?
Gosh, that's a good one. One year there was not really like my cup of tea, but there was like a Louis Vuitton bag, and I think there was some money. There was some money in it.
Oh, just a bag that looks like it's come from a bank heist.
Extravagant.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like, that was a pretty extravagant one.
I wish I could pretend to be an O-lineman. You know,
I was down the list on the white elephant, or I was one of the first few, so I had no
chance.
I had no chance at getting that, but that was probably one of the most extravagant gifts
that people were trying to steal.
Is white elephant the one where you take
steal.
the gift?
Yeah, you steal gifts.
Oh, that is awful.
Yeah.
That one's going to get stolen a lot. All right, we're going to take one more break here on the Players Table, brought to you by Hooters, the original wing joint since 1983. We got Will Gholston and Luke Goedeke here. This is Buccaneers Radio. Welcome back into the Players Table, brought to you by Hooters, the original wing joint since 1983. Casey Phillips here with Will Gholston and Luke Goedeke. So we were just talking about the Secret Santa and the gifts. Do you feel like now you're like a true Florida man at this point, having lived here a while? Like, where's the Wisconsin accent? Is it still there? Does family notice? Are we full Florida?
I think the accent's kind of gone, but I mean, kind of like what I do in my free time. I guess some people would say, "Oh yeah, you're kind of a Florida man." But with that being said, like that, the stuff I do now is stuff that's always interested me, even when I lived in Wisconsin.
You were born to be a Florida man.
Yeah, I mean, my grandparents, they have a house 3 hours south here, so we'd come down here once a year, and I'd get a little taste of what the Florida man lifestyle's like. So now I can really embrace that more.
What's your top 3 Florida man activities?
Spearfishing, diving for stone crab, and then I'd say probably like just going offshore fishing.
You dive in the water yourself for the crabs?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, It's a fun time, actually.
We got to do this one.
I was like, I feel like you two are you have some of the best hobbies of anybody I know on the team. Like, y'all are just, like, hobbies that people wouldn't expect. In the commercial, we were just talking about Pokemon a lot. Like, I feel like the two of y'all just, like, hobbies on hobbies.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, spearfishing is by far probably one of my favorite hobbies.
No, I might be ignorant to this. Are you, like, a javelin type spear?
No, like a spear gun, like diving down, like
so
free diving. And then shooting with a spear gun
in the
water,
like a lake,
and like holding your breath, right?
In the ocean, yeah.
In the ocean,
yeah.
I will pay you to take Will with you.
Yeah, there it is. My girlfriend all the times says like I need to start a YouTube channel and just call it off season of the stuff I do in my life
100%.
Because people would be like, "There's no way this guy does this."
Does all these things?
There's no sharks out there, huh?
There's sharks.
Here's the.
They don't really.
Look at Will is like he's trying to scoot back on this couch away from the sharks. So I think you need to take Will spearfishing, and then Will could someday take you to.
I have some
jiu-jitsu.
You would like
Jiu-jitsu. Oh boy.
You would dominate.
This is what I was going to ask you. How would Luke be at this?
He would dominate, no question.
Yeah, in your post career. I just imagine the two of you just taking everyone down.
My post career, I'll be swimming, spearfishing, or in a flyover state duck hunting. That's what I'll be doing.
Yep. Yeah. I can see you you're going to be the guy that does just ride off into the sunset.
Oh,
We
yes.
don't hear from you again. You're just in like a cabin somewhere. Your beard is like down to your belly button. Like
I don't know about the beard, but yeah, I mean, I already have dreams about it. I'm already looking at buying hunting land, so.
Oh, amazing. So both of you, I figured this would be a good time. Back when I had the Allie and Donovan show, we talked about big man struggles. Mm-hmm. And I felt like the two of you would be a good group to discuss this with. Tell me the things that are just very hard or annoying as a big man.
I have one that you can, if you kind of look at my pants, kind of tight, but these are pretty big pants. Yeah. It's really annoying and hard to find a bigger, because athletically built, big man, we both
versus just
big.
Yeah. Just a big dude is totally different.
The measurements of each part of the pant are a little different.
Me? Yeah. So it's loose at the ankle, tight on the calf, tight on the quads and hamstrings. Yeah. And it's kind of loose at the waist.
Yep.
But I don't want like the parachute pants. What's your
parachute?
No, I agree. I'm 100% with you on the pants. It's definitely a struggle. You'll get jeans that are athletic fit, and also they look like skinny jeans on your thighs. Mine, I would say, airplane seats.
My goodness.
Yep. I figured, especially I was thinking about this coming off that long flight back from LA.
Yeah.
Just imagining that but at least on the team plane, y'all are given a little more space, right?
Yeah, it's still brutal. But even aside from the team, like commercial flights.
Yeah.
Back there in econ, it's.
You're still, first of all, I feel like at this point, look at this. I imagine maybe first class for this, but nope, you're just still.
No. At most, I'll splurge if it's a longer flight, Comfort Plus.
Oh, man.
I've stepped up to Comfort Plus.
The luxury.
Exit row, yeah.
Exit row, guys.
My favorite thing is A20.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll just make myself look as large as possible.
Yeah, I'm like, no one is sitting next to you.
No one sits next to me.
The plane could be full and no one would sit next to him. They'd be like, I'll go into the
like
underneath.
I look like I'm pouring over into the.
Imagine being in this middle seat.
Between the two of you.
Just two. I'm owning the armrest, too. Like, you're not coming onto this armrest.
Yeah, you're not giving it the middle.
Like, I won't push you off, but the second you move your arm and give me that little inch, I'm taking that mile.
You're done.
Yeah. How do you maneuver through crowds as a big man?
Depends. Depends kind of like if people are trying to shoulder me, like, I'll give them a forearm shiver back.
Shut the heck up.
Well, like, I'm just going to hold my ground and walk straight, but, like. I mean,
you don't give the grace of a little,
depending how they're moving. If they're coming at me,
if it looks aggressive, you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it looks aggressive and this person like just is like no regards to anyone else. Oh yeah, they're catching the 320-pound shoulder.
A little reality check.
Yeah.
Someone's getting just thrown to the ground from just a little.
No, it's subtle.
I know you don't know what he means, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna throw a shoulder at him, but like they're gonna try. If they try and hit me, like my shoulder's not moving, they're gonna have to move.
They're gonna have to move. That's on them. We're talking to Luke Goedeke and Will Gholston here. So now this coming stretch here to close out the season, Division games, 4 of your last 5. What are the pros and cons of that?
A lot rides on the pros are, or I'd say the cons are, a lot rides on these last few games, but the pros are we have our destinies in our own hands.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're in the lead in the NFC South right now. I mean, we win. We win against the Panthers twice. I mean,
You're good.
the rest is history. Yeah, I mean, I'd say there's definitely pros and cons to it.
I think you said it. That's all the pros and cons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in your destiny. You win out.
You good?
You good. Great place.
I think even if we heaven forbid,
just win out.
Well, yeah, I'm saying worst case scenario, we lose
Win
to
out
the
is the
Saints.
worst case scenario is win out.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Yeah.
worst case scenario.
Win
What am I
out.
thinking?
What am I thinking?
Don't give the universe any of that.
Don't
Yeah,
even put it
true.
out there. So Will, facing the Saints this week. You're slightly familiar.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
a
my
fan.
bad.
That's right. We got a bleep button. This is why we don't do. We're ready. We're prepared for
Ooh-wee.
this. I think that perfectly said it though. That was.
I didn't mean it.
I know. No, you meant it. You just did. You meant it so hard you didn't get a chance to
I didn't think about it.
just
before I
censor
said it.
yourself. So Cam Jordan's still there. We got now Carl Granderson, Chase Young. Some of these guys. Tell me, Will, what do you think is going to be the key to this matchup and what it's like to face some of those guys for them? He's like gathering himself
Yeah,
now.
I'm trying to gather
He
myself.
started seeing red just after that last question.
Well, they are some good pass rushers. They do have a nice scheme. Even I think their record doesn't really reflect how the defense plays. They do go after the ball just about their tendencies as a defense. And they do like to attack you, but I'm confident in us and the team. I think that the way that we're building and what we have on our side as far as our arsenal, will be able to attack them in ways where they won't be able to stop. If you look at their weaknesses on film, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to scheme it up.
I like it. Well, Luke, thank you so much for taking the time with us today. This was
Absolutely.
a blast. I apologize on behalf of Will. You still don't have your jersey. We'll
No,
make it
that's
happen.
okay.
We'll
I
make it
won't
happen.
hold my breath on that one.
Yeah. Look at his face.
You could
All
just
right.
come to my house.
There we go. We'll just all come hang out there and then
All
we'll
right,
get
I'll
the
come
jersey.
hang
This
out.
has
Thank
been the Players Table, brought to you by Hooters, the original wing joint since 1983. This is Buccaneers Radio.